Let's leave that up. Don't need that. Would like to go to the Quakes. All right, how you doing, folks? Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. This is a second broadcast today because we got cut off. Satan was attacking my live stream again, and it is Friday the 30th of June. I did not get to do the current events, and the YouTube subscription updates because of that. I kept trying and kept trying and kept trying. But here I am back, not letting you guys down to see what's going on. All right, so let's see what's happening around the world. Current emergencies, nothing happening here. That's current. It's 12 days old. The updates we already did. 5 hours ago, we had an explosion in Pennsylvania. Let's see, we covered. I don't know what I covered. I didn't watch the video from before, so I'm going to start all over again as if nothing was covered. And let me make this screen larger here so you guys can see better. Don't need to see me for this. Okay, and description for an explosion and fire has been reported at Pennsylvania Fireworks Company through an emergency dispatch supervisor. Let's see, okay, so fireworks have gone off and someone's calling 911. I don't see anyone killed, no problems. They do weddings and community events, so it seems like a nice company. An accident happened. Okay. Let's see, let's go back to the map. Can't use the back button on this thing. All right, 5 hours ago. A lot of things happened 5 hours ago. Maybe these guys just report this stuff. Oh no, it goes live. It automatically gets inputted somehow. Heat wave in Iran. Oh yeah, this is crazy what's going on. I thought last year was 100 and it was with the humidity index. Last year's highest was I think 129. Now they're saying I see something 165 degrees. What is that? All right, let's read it. Iran broke the record for Asia's highest temperature ever recorded during June yesterday. It was a scorching 128 degrees. Ouch. In the southwestern city of Asvez, which works out to 53.7 degrees Celsius. The previous June recording in Iran was 127 degrees Celsius. I'm sorry, degrees Fahrenheit. And if that wasn't enough, the heat index, which factors in humidity, hit a whopping 142 degrees. Yeah. Amazing. It is only measured by heat index. The Iranian city in Bandar Mashara actually felt hotter than Ashaz yesterday, hitting 165 degrees. Oh my lord. Meanwhile, maintaining lower actual temperature of 115. As USA Today notes, the highest temperature ever recorded on Earth was back in 1913 when Death Valley, California hit 134 degrees. That's without the humidity index, but I don't know if they have humidity out there. Last year, 2016, was the hottest year on record for the planet. Meanwhile, the Trump regime, here we go. If this channel wasn't so great, I'd delete it right here, right now. How about the Obama regime? This guy's doing nothing but protecting our border, building up our workforce, building up our military, and going after the parasites that give us fake news. And now you're going to pick on the guy? All right. Good luck with that. Guy's done more in a couple of months. He's been in office, and Obama's did in 8 years. I'm not even going to finish that. Boils my blood here. People go after that man. CNN is done. By the way, AT&T is buying CNN and it's going to dismantle it. How's that for a regime? You see what happens? Common sense. Tell the truth. Love people, and leave well enough alone. All right, Mexico, flash flood in Pakistan. level 3s. So I'm going to pray for all these people here, folks. A lot of things going on in the world. And we are using this as examples for lessons for this ministry to give people a 100-year plan to live in the wilderness, knowing and expecting in a mindset that things like this are going to happen, and amplified 1,000 times greater, or worse, I should say, um, and how to deal with it through examples of this type of response from professionals, for the most part, responding to help people. But what else can we learn from these examples as a lesson for ourselves and this and in your own ministry when we're in the wilderness and you got to go out into the when you have to go out into the wilderness and get into the city to preach the gospel? What is it that you are going to take away from this? What are you going to be able to reflect back upon? I remember this guy that used to do these videos when we had electricity and was reporting on things like this that were coming about. What did he tell us? What were the recommendations? How did that unfold? How was it resolved? And how does that relate to us now in this situation? Um, or how can we prevent it? Preventative measures are so very important now and in the aftermath as well too. I mean, you're not going to have health insurance. You're not going to have um, 911 to call. You're not going to have a hospital to go to. You're not going to have all these luxuries that people take for granted nowadays that are going to go bye-bye, and you're not going to be able to, you're going to be barely going to start a fire. So how do you help that to resonate with what you have going on now to prepare with your mind, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually? I mean, if you're not right with the Lord, you are considered wicked. You're either for him, you're against him. If you're not for him, you're against him. So get yourself a Bible, get it waterproof, a waterproof Bible. Get it from my website if you can. It'll help support the ministry at onedropshower.org. That's $99, free shipping anywhere in the United States. And floats. A great tool to have for any scenario. So, flash floods. All right, we did a video. Our video yesterday on part 2 went over some topo maps, which is maps showing the geographic elevation by circles on where to build, where not to build, if you're going to be in a mountainous area to avoid flash floods. A lot of this is happening, and that's because of this torrential rains saturating the environment. The trees can't soak it up enough, and it's on a slope. So trees' roots give away, land gives away. All right, hailstorms, USA and Nebraska, a level 3. So let's see what size these are. This happened 6 hours ago. Storms moved fast and furious. Oh, is that like Eric Holder, Fast and Furious, where he sold illegal guns to Mexico, or smuggled them, I should say, where our own ICE officers were shot with them, and the guy's still not in jail? Trump, open up, add an extension onto Guantanamo, and fill it up with all these illegal lawbreakers, politicians that don't know the difference between right and wrong, left and right, up and down, north or south. Just keep breaking the laws. Nobody's doing anything about it. Oh, man. Just start prosecuting. Put them in handcuffs. Put them in jail. Let them get bailed out like everyone else in this world. They're not special. They're not above the law. And this has to happen. People are going to cause a revolution over this alone. Notwithstanding, the illegal IRS and the fake CIA, ISIS terrorists, and everything else that gets torn apart by people that think they're above the law, agencies, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. We're sick of the puppeteering and the puppets that don't know any better and can't figure out how to get along and just love everyone. All right, moving on. Anyway, golf ball-sized hail was reported in Benson and other parts of Omaha. Viewers documented damage to windows and cars. Hailstone smashed through a window in Shar, Seconds home near 36 and location 3 to 4 inch diameters. What else? About 300 customers in Douglaston County lost power due to the storms, and it's the largest was one guy seen since 1985. All right, I'll pray for those folks. Never seen large hail like that. I've seen hail, but I'm talking, I don't know what size. Tiny, teeny, not even a marble size. These circles pulsating here are recent events, past couple minutes, past couple hours. All right, moving on. Ukraine, what's going on in Ukraine? They just were hacked, they say, by the Russians. Ukraine near to Chernobyl nuclear plant. Oh boy. Forest fire. That's not good. So you don't know it. They got hacked. Their banks. What else? Businesses and actually a power station too. All right. Ukrainian firefighters are battling to contain a forest fire inside the irradiated exclusion zone around the Chernobyl. Let it burn. So what? Nuclear plant. Officials say the fire erupted around midday on June 29th during tree cutting work at some forestry, and spread to an area of some 25 hectares by early June 30th. Emergency services said more than 100 firefighters and scores of trucks and aircrafts were dispatched to the area. A statement said, "It is not the first wildfire to break out near the site of the 1986 reactor explosion and fire, the world's worst civilian nuclear disaster. In 2015 alone, fires engulfed some 400 hectares of forest in the exclusion zone." Expand the zone, I don't know, burn it down, leave it down. Plant bushes or something. Grass. It doesn't look like anyone was hurt, and they're battling that. All right, how long ago was that? How many hours? Forest fire was 6 hours ago. 15 hours ago, state of Maryland got some hazmat going on, a level 0, but doesn't necessarily mean it's not something that we would consider a little bit more dangerous, or at least we can get some lessons learned from it. Oh yeah, this a tool was stolen from a construction site that has cesium-137 and this other radioactive material in it, isotopes. And it's a tool they use to measure the soil or something. And it's not the first time, so these guys are idiots. Way to go. Way to leave radioactive tools just available to steal. You ever hear of a safe? It's radioactive. Don't you have certain responsibilities to keep that safe? Somebody should be held accountable. Somebody should be fined at least. Now it's out in the public. Maybe an inside job. All right, Fire USA, JF Airport, state of New York. JFK, what's going on there? Trouble was at JFK International Airport on Thursday afternoon as the building filled with smoke. Oh, that's good times. The incident took place in Terminal 4, and prompted some evacuations. Some? No, not everyone. It turns out the smoke was from a grease fire at a restaurant inside the terminal. Safety protocols were followed, and the retail area was briefly evacuated. No one was hurt during the incident. Firefighters used fans to get the smoke out of the terminal. There have been no reports of any flights being delayed from the fire. Right, okay. But was that all a distraction for something else? Curious minds want to know. Okay. moving on. Where'd I go? Did I miss something? I miss a whole section here? Yeah. Okay, Canada epidemic hazard, a level 0. We got some biological stuff going on too in Carolina and Florida. All right, a level 0. Let's see what we got here. Oh, let's go back to this other thing first, this JFK problem. I just saw in Home Depot these really cool masks. It wasn't really a mask, it was a can. They called it a smoke can. It comes in like a 2-pack or a 4-pack for like $100. And it's simply an evacuation of fresh air you could breathe. I forget, it was like for 5 minutes or something, but that could save your life. I mean, if you had an emergency situation, a fire, you don't want to be breathing in smoke. Um, you know, you got to keep readily available and circumstances to engage certain emergencies. So, for instance, um, the lights go out. All right, where's the flashlight? Smoke. Where's the smoke alarm? Fire. Where's the fire mask? The breathing, the hood, the fire ladder to escape. All these things are very simple, very cheap to do, and you need to do drills, to engage the reality of what's going to take place, so you have it committed to memory at least. 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, you barely could walk, you're stumbling around, but in an emergency, you have to be able to have it like second nature to do these things. So whatever you can do to help prevent death or injury or to save a life is worthwhile putting effort into. All right, so in Canada, oh, Canada, love Canada. But they're kind of weird with their laws too, gun control and all that. All right, regional public health offering for free hepatitis A vaccines. Hey, look at that. Step right up, get your fresh needle here. Don't know what's in it? Good luck. Might have two-headed babies. Send you on your way. Oh, and you might be protected from hepatitis too. All right. All right. Well, they're serving food and beverages along with that, and over on Church Street. So, but risk is low, they said. A virus that can cause liver infection, yada yada, and they're selling it. All right. Yeah. I might not be driving over there to do that for you guys. Hazmat, Canada. Biological hazard, North Carolina. Let's see if they're giving out free vaccines there. Todd Edwards was climbing his porch steps Sunday when he felt something brush past his leg. At first, he thought it was a cat, but then he heard screams. Behind him, a fox was clamping to his wife. What? Crystal, I guess his wife, not the fox, his wife, Crystal, aggressively gnawing on her leg. Oh, my Lord. He said as his wife came inside, the fox zipped into the advance house. Their advance house, I don't know what that is, grabbing the cuff of her pants and sinking its teeth into her leg. Edwards was able to get the fox out of the house on Fulton Road and quickly disappeared into the woods surrounding his rural home. He went to warn his neighbors 30 yards away, and while his wife waited in the bed of a truck for emergency services, the Davie County Sheriff's Department and Animal Control, the fox returned, he said, and once again made a beeline to attack his wife. Oh, boy. Not good. The fox, which her husband said he had to kill to get it off her, later tested positive for rabies. Oh, boy. Most commonly found in animals, like foxes, skunk, coyote, raccoons. The deadly rabies virus is spread to people from the saliva of infected animals, usually through an animal bite. It attacks the central nervous system, causing swelling of the brain in humans, and can be fatal. Man, can you believe that? You're walking outside, and all of a sudden this thing starts gnarling on your leg. Wow. I mean, but where's your senses, folks? Where is your perimeter, your surroundings, your you're in an area around the woods. You don't have this, maybe they do have cats. I don't know. They just thought it was one of the cats, big fluffy tail, little, maybe looks like one, a little. But still, I mean, biting, gnawing on you, brushes past you, you don't react to it. Uh, yeah, maybe I'm high strung. I don't know, but I'm on a little bit more of a higher alert than not paying attention that something is rubbed up against me. Um, I want to know what that is. Uh, wow. Carry mace with you, ladies. Men too, if it's legal. Some places it's illegal to chew gum and walk, I think, nowadays. Uh, which is all coming to an end soon anyway. Um, my latest rant is about the elite and all the others that go into their bunkers when it hits the fan. We bury them there. We close off the doors, seal the doors, and they don't come out. Then guess who inherit the earth? The meek shall inherit the earth. But I think that's what God means in the Bible uh, when they scream and fall for the mountains to fall on top of them for fear and pain for sight of the Lord. I think they're already in their bunkers, and he actually does fall one stone on top of another, not one left standing, and the meek shall inherit the earth. So there's the Bible. There's scripture coming true. I just made it a little bit simpler in explanation. Um, but no, I'm not going to go burying people in their bunkers. Uh, but it is a thought. Just a thought, NSA. But you won't be around anyway in the event. You'll be down in the bunkers with them, won't you? Okay. Oh, man. Moving on. Okay, that was North Carolina. Florida. Let's see what's going on in Florida 16 hours ago. More rabies? What's happening? Wouldn't doubt it. The Florida Department of State of Health of Hillsborough County has issued a more rabies. Yeah, what do you know? Alert. Okay. I don't know what to tell you guys. If it's drooling, stay away from it. If it's not supposed to be out at night, I mean during the day, it's a night animal, stay away from it. Raccoons, otter, possums, whatever they are, uh, stay away. You got your cats and dogs too. Keep them in at night. There's bats around now here in Long Island too that got rabies. Actually, I came home the other night and there was this a bat flying around me. So I know immediately. I reacted. I know they do echolocation. So I started making noises, and it scared them right away. I don't want to duplicate the noise, but I let off a couple different noises, and it scattered. It don't like that. It knows you're a big prey. They're looking to eat moths, little insects and bugs and mosquitoes they eat, I think, too. That's why they hang around the street lights. But, you can't take a chance. Little buggers will bite you. Then you got rabies. And then you'll go bite people. And then you're a zombie. No zombies. I don't know. It really might not be much of a difference. All right, moving on. Let's see. 16 hours ago, forest fire USA in the state of California. A lot of forest fires out there. It's dry, man. Flash flood in Germany. Technological disaster in Apollo Beach, state of Florida. So, what is a technological disaster? Fire and rescue crews say 2 people have died and several others were injured at an industrial accident in Tampa Electric's Big Bend power plant in Apollo Beach. TECO. Oh no, TECO. Is that the one from Fukushima? Is that the same company? Or is that TEPCO? I think it was TEPCO. Public information officers performing routine maintenance on a slag tank at the time of the incident. What incident? I don't understand what happened. Fire and rescue crews say 2 people have died. Okay, and several others were injured at an industrial accident. Oh man. Byproduct of burning coal. It says explains slag is the byproduct of burning coal, which is a primary function at the Big Bend power plant. That's the stuff that Obama wants to make illegal. Coal, along with lead, so you can't get your bullets. The slag falls into a water tank and crystallizes, and it then recycles for the use of the sandblasting. All right, this is sad. I don't want to. I don't want to get the details of how this happened. Pray for these folks and their family. May the Lord comfort them. All right, flash flood, Germany. We just did the state of Illinois, flash flood, and vehicle accident in California, epidemic hazard a day ago. All right, so we did these yesterday. That was a day ago. All right, long-term events. 2 days ago, no updates. Same thing. I don't get these maps here, but I know Yemen is still in here from 56 days ago. 8 updates. It's the same level 5. Drought in Angola and drought in Ethiopia. I think North Dakota has a drought going on too somewhere because someone forgot to check how full the water tank was. Way to go, guys. All right, 41 minutes ago, earthquakes. Let's see, a bunch of 2s in New Zealand, Colombia, Turkey, Italy, New Zealand, Argentina 3.9, 4.5 in Russia, deuce. All right, bunch of 2s in New Zealand, Greece, 3.7 in California. What part? Sonoma. 3.7 in Sonoma. All right, 4.1 in Ecuador, 3.9 in Russia, 4.6 in Asia, Japan. A couple of 3s in Iceland and California and 2s, 3.8 in Iceland again, 2.2 in Alaska, 3.0 in Greece. 4.5 in Asia, Kazakhstan, 4.3 in Bolivia, South America, 2.8 in Australia, 5.2 in Japan, deuce, 2.1 Hawaii, 2.3 in Greece, 5.4 Europe, Scotland, 4.8 Scotland, 3.6 Colombia, Santander. A few 2s in Hawaii again, 1 in Sicily, 4.1 South America, Ecuador, 4.9 in Guatemala, 4.9 Tonga, 4.9 Pacific Ocean East, 2.2, 2.5, 2.9 New Zealand, Turkey, 3.2 New Zealand, 3.9, 2.9 Europe, Croatia, 4.8 in Alaska. Oh boy, another 4.8 in Alaska. United States, 2.7 Alaska. We got a bunch of 2s here, Colombia, Macedonia, Greece, New Zealand, 3.8 South America and Chile. A bunch of 2s in the United States, Turkey, New Zealand, Turkey, New Zealand, Europe, Greece. 4.1 in Peru. Couple of 2s in Greece and New Zealand. 4.9 in Micronesia, Pacific Ocean, Yap, Ferris Village. 2 4.9s there. Hawaii, Turkey, Greece, couple of 2s. 4.4 in Indonesia, 2.1 in Montana. Montana doesn't get earthquakes. 3.0 Peru, but they got the fracking going on. So, welcome to Frack America. Tsunamis, 8 days ago, no tsunami observed. 1 day ago, 4.2, not observed. And I was pretty deep in Alaska. Volcano activity. Today is the 30th. Nothing current. No active tropical storms. Good, that other one died off. And supervolcano activity for the 30th. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 volcanoes that are rumbling and shaking. Nothing of major emergencies. And that's it. We don't do NASA no more because they're a bunch of liars. And I'm going to tell you when there's something coming anyway. They never did, never will. All right, let's check out my subscriptions and see who is reporting else on what that I subscribe to. This really gives you a much bigger, better field for what's going on in the world. It really gives you the pulse because, for the most part, if they're not purposely misleading you here on for the mainstream media too, or on YouTube, you get a lot more honest reporting, more boots on the ground. put it this way: CNN can't hire, 20 million people to go on YouTube and do reporting around the world. It's just not going to happen. So this is the new wave. This is the new way to get information, and it can't be censored individually on a mass scale like the media does. It can be censored through algorithms of certain keywords and so forth and so on, or otherwise different ways, subscriptions, which I would suggest that you check your subscription with my channel, and make sure you check the bell off and get emails sent to you if you want to be updated when I post a new video. But for the most part, this is really a much better way, and you do search to cross-reference things as well. So if 5 sources are saying the same thing, you can believe that it's true. There's the evidence, there's the proof. There's no agenda here. I'm not making my sponsors happy, and I'm not a liberal libtard with my head buried in the sand, spinning a propaganda news story for, my boss that hates Americans, So, let's see. Today, happening on my subscriptions, we got Gun Owners of America. Let's see. Eric Pratt on the Shilling Show. I don't know what that is, but go check that out if you're a gun owner. Join 25,000 others. NASA is not NASA. The guy just named his channel that. And he's saying he's reporting on space news and beyond. So red alert, Yellowstone volcano, earthquake, and the next mega tsunami will hit us. Guy's definitely a fearmonger. Can't say he's wrong, but where's your proof? Flashpoint, Kate Daly and Paul McGuire tonight on the Hagman Show, so tune in at that, 7 p.m. Eastern. Let's see, Ellen White, she's the founder of the Adventist Church, warning against sensational teachings and an emotional religion. I did a video on that. Your feelings and emotions, check it out, YouTube search that. Let me make sure we're still live here. Looks like it. Okay. All right. What are you doing? Excuse me. What are you doing, Pope? Does anybody know why the Pope wears a beanie? I mean, it's Jewish, so why? I think you're Catholic. Breaking: global elite push for a one world religion. Paul Begley, that's his show today. We Are Change and Luke. The truth behind Trump's MSNBC tweets. Sargon of Kada investigated. No one wants to say something public needs to know. Government must prepare better. No one wants to say this. Public needs to know. Oh, okay, these are different topics. Government must prepare better. All right, that's NASA. I might have to delete this guy. 2 preachers. Wish these guys would get matching collared shirts, something. They do a great job. Just lacking a little bit of things that are free or cheap. Something strange is happening in Tunisia. Yeah, they do. They put together a lot of good videos, a lot of floods. It's really a shame what's happening around the world here with these floods in these poor countries, hailstorms. My backyard birding, morning dove, close up. That should be nice. Trump, please just stop Republicans. Please just stop Republicans. Slam Trump's attack on Micah. I don't know what that is. Trump Breaking News Network. The White House, President Trump gives joint statement with President Moon. My backyard birding, red squirrel attack. Oh boy, panic alarm call. I'm sure that's just a little nature going off there. Dr. Osh, 8 secrets to boost testosterone for men and women. Oh boy. What about the transgenders? Just kidding. Red alert, another red alert. All right. Guys, crying wolf too much here. Spiderwort wildflower. Don't know what that is. Check it out. My backyard birding. Nemesis maturity. Alert: Larsen C iceberg is tearing off Antarctic right now, June 30th. Oh boy. No one's reporting on it. That could cause a massive tsunami. Tearing off is one thing, but then what falls down from that tearing, actually no, because if it's in that direction, but you don't know how deep that iceberg goes, what it's going to hit along the way if it does reach other mountains in the ocean that could cause things to break off or to who knows what, displace water. A lot of things can happen. Earthquake. Ron Paul, Liberty Report. The Putin interview. Oliver Stone speaks out. Household hacker. William Mount. Bye-bye illegal aliens. Okay. See ya. All the doors slamming on the way out. The White House. President Trump meets with President Moon. Convention of States. Yes, everybody get your elected officials here on board with this. Urgent message about your plan to defeat the DC establishment. There we go. I'm not going to read your stuff anymore. Breaking. Merkel and the New World Order prepare to take on Trump at G20. Really? Good luck with that. Gun owners of America. Guns for me, but not for thee. What is that? Sharpton? Get a job. Crash course. RVing. Russian survival. Vehicle. Awesome. Kingpin fix. Don't know what that is. Chris Ann Hall. She's awesome. Tune into her. She tells you how to keep the she keeps the elected officials in charge of your puppeting life. She doesn't tell you how to depart from them. And I wrote her a letter recently that she ignored. Most people don't agree with it or can't comprehend it because they're so brainwashed about canon law. If you don't know what it is, look it up. Canon law. Rob Ryder with 2 B's, Rob Ryder. Hillary must be impeached, and here's how. Okay, there we go. That's a good topic. Breaking. Iran ISIS leader Baghdadi is dead. So the CIA's puppeteer has said that they're dead. Stage, scene, take one, and action. Say this now. Cut. Next scene, you're going to say that we killed the Baghdadi, and we'll play it off from there. BP Earth Watch, what you got? Nubera at the door, the end of Armageddon, part 2. I gotta see that. I think I watched part 1. Maybe that's why all the chemtrails are being sprayed, folks, because it's here. They just don't want us to see it. It follows the sun. Or it's coming from the direction of the sun. I don't know. Motivating significant others to become a prepper. That's cool. That's a step 1 survival. Brian Foster, gotta get on his tours. He got some great footage. The man is on top of things. So, Lost Ancient High Tech of Egypt, 2017 update, Tan something. Was that Tannis? I don't know. All right. Stephen Ben-Danoon, Israeli News Live. Putin meets with Henry Kissinger, New World Order architect. I don't know how that guy keeps breathing. Let's see. Home Aveda, make your own natural base concealer in 30 seconds. Trump Breaking News Network. Trump slams morning Psycho Joe, says Mika, bleeding badly from a facelift. Huh. All right. Trump goes to war. He just unveiled Morning Joe and Mika's bloodiest secret. How to coal burn a container. Cull Craven, Bushcraft, and Survival. Morris, there's Morris. This guy needs $1. Help him out. Give him $5. He would love you. U.S. foolishly wanted leaders is why we are cheated. He's in Cambodia, and he's always given, heartfelt news. He doesn't hold back on pulling punches, and you know, he's just a patriot at heart. Really is. I don't know what he's doing in Cambodia, where he's from. I think he's Israeli, actually. He's got some guests on occasionally. He's a good man. Wow, 619 views. Good for you, brother. All right, 9 hours ago, U.S. paying nearly 70% of NATO's budget. What about your campaign promise, Mr. President? All right. Common Sense Show, Dave Hodges. The Pope is defending the undefendable shame. Oh boy, you know what that is. Little boys being raped by big older men. Full spectrum survival. This guy gives some good quick news. What's going on around the world. Common Sense Show, Dave Hodges. High Court rules Google can delist any website and make it invisible. I don't know. If it's free, not paying for it, I don't see why not. But if it's, you're paying Google to do something and then they go against the contract, so then who knows? I mean, are you going to take them to court and fight them? Eventually, yeah. Google actually was just fined $2.7 billion for doing something. What was it for? I forget. But hopefully they have to pay it. All right, Inspirited Network, Brother John here, Galatians, Paul, Apostle to the Gentiles. Check that out. Pablo, he's got music on. Common Sense Show. Global debate numbers indicate why we should stop paying taxes. Yes, all at once. That'd be nice. It'll happen soon enough. Drone flight. Powerful rulers you did not know you had. That should be interesting. What is that? High Impact Flick. So I think I just subscribed to him. I forget why. But a title like this would have my interest as well. Chemtrails MN. Chemtrails Armageddon. Aluminum Whiteout. Bye Bye Blue Sky. Yeah, that's that Canadian. Bye Blue Sky. But there's a website called byebyebluesky.com in Canada. Death from Above again. Morning Shave, Acts Apostle. This guy's great. He very informative about the Quran, talking to people about Islam, and really shreds them apart. Hudson River PCB's cleanup update from the EPA 6/28/17. Oh man, I'm sure that's not too pretty. The empty pages of Palestine's history. Israel is surrounded by her enemies. Psalms 83. That's Pastor Daryl Might. Good man. On point preparedness. CEOs make good on their covenant with Pope Francis. Okay, Hagman report. False flags, false witnessing. James Simpson and RCMP Sergeant Tom Juby. The non-human entities. Government. Mars teleportation program exposed by Dirt Patch Heaven. Sick day, okay. 17 hours ago, okay. The Armageddon weapon destroyed without, what is BP Earthwatch? Without hand. The Armageddon weapon destroyed without hand. Gotta check that out. How's your leg, BP? Hope it's better. You gotta get into some silica, horsetail. What else is good for that? Coenzyme A. Why the world may end September 23rd. Keep hearing about this. Gavin Sem. He's a good man, good patriot. Follow him. Deputy and his friend steal $60,000. Imagine what you don't know. Press Reset Earth. How to have a more meaningful life. Dabu 7. Hey, Dabu. Where you been? Underground World News Live, 6:29. So I guess that's from last night's broadcast he did. All right. Actually, now, Amazing Facts TV. Oh, I watched this before. This is great. I don't know why I keep saying live, but Really, really great. A lot of good information. And Pastor Doug Batchelor gets into some great analogy of history on the Earth and carbon dating and dinosaurs and fossils and genes and DNA and chromosomes and human evolution as compared to God, and he just really debunks all these theories of people that think, the Big Bang Theory came from a pinhead and there's no such thing as God. So he really just rips them all apart. You got to go watch that. It's great. Mitch McConnell legislative reputation takes a huge hit with Trump care failure. Good. Another example why we need convention of states. What the Supreme Court is about to do is exciting. Trump will jump for joy. Amen. BP Earth Watch again. All right. Nibiru within striking distance of Earth. Asteroid belt. Oh boy, not one. Not good. Dabu. Hackers breach U.S. nuclear power plant's network, and it could be a big danger. Oh boy, not good. 19 hours ago, 20 hours ago. Latest update Nibiru. Town said questions White House President Trump at the Unleashing American Energy. Don't care about that. Amazon wildfires burning 30 fires in 9 states. BP Paul Begley. President Trump and First Lady host President Moon. Did that. Sensible Prepper 1. Knife review, I guess. At last, the world is untitled, united in hating and fearing one man who only cares about CNN. Probably the owner. Toxic cops. Cop tricks homeless guy into getting into his car. Did he throw a candy bar in there? I don't know. Alright, 21 hours ago. Crow's Nest, Stuffy Morning, Chemtrails. Dutch Sense did his report there. Check him out. Dabo, major incident, Florida's Big Bend Teco plant. Nobody's talking about this in times. This guy, Bravo Alternative Media. Bleeding facelift tweet, did that. Snowflakes, off grid with Doug and Stacy. Awesome onion facts and tips. I just watched a video. Where did it go? On this Trump was hosting an immigrant victims of immigration, and I don't see it. Where is it? And it was this man explaining how his daughter was murdered by somebody that had murdered 2 other girls before him, 14-year-old girls, murdered, molested, sodomized, out on bail, back to Mexico, came through the border again, raped, murdered, out on bail, back to Mexico, came over the border again, raped, murdered, killed his daughter, and then got away, and then was caught when he was just about to do a 12-year-old girl murder, and they linked him to the daughters. And this guy kept his calm, man. I mean, I don't know how long ago it was, but he was very composed, very sad story, and he was sitting with Mr. Trump as he was explaining this, that it could have been prevented because of the loose, rules that Obama had of this happening, of of the borders. Got to stop. Where is it? I want to see what that is. Come on. I mean, all right. I gotta search. Oh, I'll do my history. So, history. Thank you. There we go. Victims of illegal immigration. Juan Pino story. So check that out. White House. I think that was on the list anyway. All right. That's about it, folks. See if there's any buoys rocking over here. BOU. Buoy. No buoy shaking. All right. All right, folks. Go check out our website. If you're looking for emergency supplies, ambertracks.com. That's amber like the color, tracks like railroad tracks.com. One word, ambertracks.com. If you are looking for a consultant for your emergency preparedness, I am available to hire. And also for bunker building, for prefabricated bunkers, starting at 25,000 and up, and also custom designed for 50,000 and up. The prefabricated is available to have financing. And our ministry website is One Drop Shower. I'm sorry, first let's go back. The bunkers and the survival website is worthingtonbunkers.com. And the ministry website is onedropshower.org. And you can get a Bible on there, you can make a donation, you could support us by purchasing survival supplies and other things and other ways. All right, folks, God bless you, and we'll see you again soon. And tomorrow, maybe around 1 o'clock, Sabbath, we do it from the church. Hopefully we'll have our Spanish interpreter there, and our guest Nasifah singing a beautiful song, hopefully. And Sunday, nothing. See you Monday, then after that. All right, now that's blurry. I got to clean my lens. God bless you. Bye-bye.